What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the Neon Gamers Lounge. I am Joey Schneider. That is Dean Samples, back with episode number 2.
Two.
I'm excited, Dean.
I'm excited too, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing real good. It's
Doing good?
yeah.
Doing good.
I gotta be honest here. I definitely think that that intro, even though it's just like basic intro, it's a banger. The countdown 30. It's all right.
I agree.
I'm excited.
I agree.
We got a decent show today. We don't not a lot of news, but
No.
we're getting the show up off the ground. I don't know what exactly. It's gonna take a while. We know this, and that's
Rome wasn't built in a day, my friend.
Rome was not built in a day. It was built many times, though.
Yes, it was.
So that is also a thing. But we are going to be talking a little news. We got a little Monster Hunter news. If you're a Monster Hunter fan like I am, maybe some Marvel Rivals news coming up here soon. Black Ops 6 is on the horizon, and if you're a cheating little fuck and you create a New Zealand account, you can be playing it tonight at midnight.
Yeah, you stack of turds.
Yeah, you mother. I can't deal. I'm sorry. I'm not trying not to get angry, but I can't help it. And then we're gonna be talking. We said last week to I think our first our first guy that we will be talking Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and the impact it's had on the industry. Obviously, we all know, and the much anticipated Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming in 2025. We don't know exactly when, but we're all ready for it. And I cannot wait. But we're going to talk about the impact the franchise as a whole has made on the gaming industry over the years. And yeah, man, I've done some research and got some numbers on like even just the sales on each game. And it's pretty impressive. GTA Regime, here he is.
GTA Regime. GTA 6, my guys, love you from NC.
How's it going in NC? Hopefully all is well.
I'm going to say NC's North Carolina.
Yeah. Hope you're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a big show today.
Yes,
breaking down that. We're going to break it down to GTA as promised.
GTA Regime with the yes. I'm assuming yes on North Carolina, and yes, you're doing good.
We're over here in Cleveland, Ohio region. What else we got going today? Top 5 horror games.
Top 5 horror games of all time.
Halloween is on the horizon. Next week we'll be doing top 5 Halloween movies and Halloween candy.
Halloween candy. I'm going to say this: if candy corn is in your top 5, I'm going to punch you straight in the dick.
I cannot tell you how much I despise candy corn.
Okay, good. Before the show, Dean showed me his new Terrifier mask, and it is straight up legit. And I will get a film crew to come out and videotape me punching Dean in the junk with wearing his Terrifier mask if he was. Oh, it's so
good.
Yeah, we're not going to shout out where you got it from, but it's
legit. It's legit, and I love it.
Legit.
Maybe a little preview for the Halloween costume.
Oh,
got
man.
some things lined up.
It's craziness.
Let's get into it, man. What are you playing this week? First off, you playing anything?
I have been a little bit of Metaphor, not a lot, as you know. Got some personal stuff going on, and that is not a game that you sit down and go, I'm going to play for half an hour. No, you have to have a few hours set aside if you're going to jump into Metaphor. But I can't wait to jump back into it when I have more time. Little NCAA. The guy, that because that is definitely a game you can play for 20 minutes, half hour, and then jump off. Some Marvel Snap on mobile still. I did have a couple of minutes. I jumped back into Helldivers for a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah, I just wanted to see what was
How
going
is
on.
it? How is it? What's going on in Helldivers?
It's still
I
phenomenal.
kind of miss it. I kind of miss it.
It's still good. The community's still good. They're they made a whole bunch of they did a whole bunch of stuff to the game. Um, so I liked it. I was pleasantly surprised. What about you?
On the Xbox side, I've been playing some GTA Online, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, just getting warmed up for Black Ops 6. What else did I start playing? The Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Picked that up for cheap.
Helldivers, hell yeah.
For democracy.
Oh my god, I miss us talking about that so much.
I have a Helldivers shirt somewhere. I gotta find.
I know. I remember you buying it. And I got jealous as fuck.
On PlayStation, I picked up the Mummy Demastered. It's kind of an old school Contra kind of feel to it, based off the movie The Mummy. It was on sale for like $3 on PlayStation, so pick that up. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm trying for the 48th time to get back into Cyberpunk. There's so much to do, though. It's like almost overwhelming.
It's hard to get into something with Black Ops on the horizon.
I know.
And I don't know if you saw. Did you see the video of like everything that they have? Like there is so much content in Black Ops. I mean, it's just the base game, and then you're gonna have season one that comes. Season one comes out usually a month after the game launches, so you're gonna have 30 days. Probably end of November. You're gonna be staring at season one, which, from my understanding, might have a shitload of weapons and just a ton more content. I'm just like, oh my god, they are going all out with Black Ops 6. Like
I'm
can
contemplating making the Neon Gamers Lounge a Twitch account or a Kick account and start streaming this shit.
Yeah, we should.
We can start streaming everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna stream me taking a shit. I played Marvel Snap.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I've been playing?
I don't know. You ever catch a Pokemon? You ever play Pokemon Go and catch a Pokemon while dropping a deuce?
No, all the time.
See, it's perfect.
Turn off the AR thing. Just.
Oh my god, went off the rails real quick. These are the best shows. These are the best shows.
Oh,
stick with us.
Another game I've been trying to hunt down. Nobody has it. It's Paperboy, but that little thing I bought that has all them games on it has it.
Yeah, we remember we were talking about Paperboy back on our old show a while. And just how fucking great it was.
Paperboy is goated. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Paperboy will forever be goated.
Someone tells me Paperboy is dumb. I'm punching him.
We're throwing fists. And then even
I seen something today on Facebook that made me want to throw hands instantly. I'm a big lover of deviled eggs. If I see them at a get together, I'm smashing.
I can't stand deviled eggs. It's not hard boiled eggs. I don't like mustard. I don't like mustard. Okay. I don't like condiments. I don't like mustard, ketchup, relish, mayonnaise. I don't like any of it.
Some psychopath hard boiled some eggs, scooped out the insides, and filled it with peanut butter and jelly.
What?
I wanted to throw hands, and the caption said I might be onto something. I was so mad over the image and just the disrespect. I wanted to throw hands.
Oh my god! So who puts that?
I don't know, but I want to find them, and justice needs to be served.
Oh my god, that's fucking disgusting. Who the hell would put
a psychopath?
Oh my god. Yeah, I would. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. Fucked up. I
Oh
was
man,
so mad, dude. I was so mad. I've never been triggered that quick off an image of food. I seen that. I was like, the fuck is wrong with you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? That's what I want to know. Who hurt you?
Show me the style where they touched you. Because no one in the right mind could take it out the milk and peanut butter.
Easy there, Dahmer. Anyways. Fucked up.
I took that sip just as you said that. Oh my god. Anyway, let's get this.
Let's move on because I'm getting mad just talking about it.
Capcom has announced. If you don't know, the Paris Games Week is going on. This week started today. It's going on for the next couple of days. We should be getting some news for some games. Probably not going to be anything massive, but Capcom. This is actually pretty big news, though. Capcom announced that Monster Hunter Wilds has a beta coming. The beta has early access for PlayStation, and it goes from October 28th to October 30th on PlayStation, then opens up for everybody October 31st and goes to November 3rd. And that character creation will, so if you create your character, that will transfer over to the main game. I don't believe any of the stuff you get transfers over just your character, that's still cool. But if you're looking forward to Monster Hunter Wilds like myself,
while you're talking about that, did Black Ops are they transferring skins from Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops?
No. Black Ops is going to restart the whole shebang. But wait. But I believe your skins everything you have still transfers over to Warzone if you're a Warzone player, which I am not.
Okay. So about the Halloween skins, I got Trick or Treat, I got Art the Clown from Terrifier.
There's a rumor that that they might have I don't know if this is true. This is just a rumor, but there's a rumor going around that they might have Jason as like one of the first skins in Black Ops 6, like right before either on Halloween or right before Halloween.
That'd be dope because
that's what I
heard.
You
got Michael Myers as soon as you bought the Battle Pass for this season right. 6.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true. That's just what I heard. It could be complete bullshit. But since
kick a fat kid Kmart.
But that's pretty much all the news. We may be getting a new reveal from Marvel Rivals here, which I am very excited about. Me too. I don't think we're really gonna get any more substantial news on games until the Game Awards, which will be the beginning of December.
Yeah.
We could potentially get maybe I don't know if it'll happen, but maybe like the second Grand Theft Auto trailer. I mean, it's been almost a year. I don't know if it's
been almost a year since that trailer.
I think so, yeah.
With Tom Petty playing in the background.
It's only been one trailer, so
yeah. I'm ready, dude. I'm so ready. I'm not doing shit. I might call off the next day because I'm staying up all night. I'm playing GTA.
What? GTA? Oh yeah.
I ain't doing nothing. I got plenty of PTO time. Boss, sorry. I ain't coming in, my man. Got shit to do.
Not today.
Not today.
Before we get into GTA, let's talk a little bit Black Ops 6 because it launches the midnight on the 25th for all of us here in North America. Midnight Eastern time, 9 o'clock Pacific time. But for you cheating assholes who created a New Zealand account, I don't know the in and outs of it, but if you're from America,
you obviously probably have to have a VPN.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't know how to do it because I've never tried. I just wait for the fucking game to come out like I'm supposed to.
You're mad about this, aren't you?
Oh, I'm salty as shit. It's crazy. It is crazy. But you can get it tonight at midnight, and I'm livid, just fucking angry.
Woosah. Woosa.
Yeah, I'm not drinking coffee. I'm drinking fucking anger. Um, anger and bourbon. So, but the game comes out tonight at midnight for the real New Zealanders and for the fake New Zealand fucks. So I'm sure we'll get some reports back tomorrow, and then for the rest of us who are good and just wait for the goddamn game to come out like we're supposed to, it comes out tomorrow, the 25th at midnight, and I'm very excited. I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna stay up till like 3 a.m. playing it.
I'll get down with you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because like I said, I got the Vault Edition for Xbox. And I pre-ordered the Steelbook Edition for PlayStation.
So you got the digital for Xbox and then the Steelbook and then the physical for PlayStation.
Did you know your boy likes physical?
I know.
I went today.
I know you.
GameStops.
I know you like things physical. Okay. Yeah.
You judge me. I went to two GameStops today to try to get Silent Hill 2. And even though the app said they had it in stock, they weren't. They weren't in stock. They weren't there.
You can't trust. You can't trust GameStop online.
Also, try getting a copy of A Quiet Place.
Oh yeah, I mean you were talking about that because you need the if you have the headset.
Yeah, dude. If you make any noise, yeah, they'll come get you. That's sweet.
What's really crazy is if you just mute everything, they'll never fucking know you're there.
I know, but it's still cool though. Like it makes you feel like you're in the movie a little bit.
Yeah, but like you have to actually be like afraid. Like there has to be something that where you're like, oh. I mean, I don't know if you know.
I'm playing with my kids around. I'm muting that shit because my son, the teenager comes around. Hey, Dad, and I get killed.
Yeah,
bro.
Like get the fuck out. Get out of my house. But you know, GTA 6 as I said earlier, there's so much content in this game. Especially at launch, you can tell that they took that time, that big development cycle that they had from Cold War to Black Ops 6. So that was like 3 years, 3.5 years maybe. And they really are putting they are really putting a lot of content in the base game. You know, you have your campaign, you have the zombies, which I cannot wait for zombies. You have multiplayer. You know what's and the crazy thing is, so they had like the weapon leaks a while ago, and I wasn't sure if those were true or if those were bullshit. But every single weapon that was in the leak is in the game, except a couple, which usually that happens, and then those become, like season weapons, right?
Yeah.
And there's a rumor going around like season 1 is going to introduce like 5 or 6 new weapons, like right off the rip. Like they're not messing around. Like Microsoft, owning Activision now, they want to get the money out of it. So it's like, we want you to buy this. We want you to buy the season. We want you to buy the battle pass. We want you to buy the season pass, but we're going to give you a bunch of. You're going to get more stuff for it, which I think makes sense.
Right. It does. It does make sense.
It makes it easier purchase. Instead of getting like one map, 2 weapons, an operator skin, whatever. If they're like, okay, but for the same price, you can get 5 weapons and 3 maps and 6 operators and. Or 4 new operators and 6 operator skins and all. You're like, okay, I have no problem paying that then.
Right. I don't either. I don't mind paying.
I mean, I got the Vault Edition, so I get the first season pass for free, but not for free, but it's included.
Is it
in the Vault Edition? Yeah.
I never got. This is my first time buying it. I just kind of pulled the trigger and got it.
Yeah. So usually when you buy the $100 edition, you get season 1. You'll get 20 tier skips with it, which is nice. And you usually it's enough to like get like a bunch of the stuff you want, and then you just keep playing through. But I'm really excited for Black Ops. Can't wait for tomorrow. Well. Technically Friday at midnight, but Black Ops is going to be. I'm really excited for it. Zombies, seeing campaign, multiplayer. It all looks really good. Yeah, I really think Treyarch outdid themselves with this game. And then I hope the season passes are good because it's
There's gonna be some hit or misses. There always is.
yeah, but I think that you can mitigate the hit or misses with the content you put in. I mean, you can't tell me that you don't know what people are gonna like. I mean, that's just the way it is, Like, don't put a battle pass out there that doesn't have an AR or an SMG. Because usually people don't. If someone wants an AR or an SMG, don't put out two weapons and put out four weapons every four or five every single time. And then four operators and like you have all this content. You have all and I'm guaranteed that they have way more content planned for the season. Make
Probably.
it worth us to buy it, but. We are going to switch over from talking about Black Ops to talking about Grand Theft Auto. Just in general, we're going to talk about GTA 6 afterward, and our what we expect from it and all that good stuff. But
what a franchise! Probably up there. You can have that argument that it's one of the most successful franchises of all time. You could put it up there with Mario. Pokemon, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, it is the third or fourth most best-selling franchise of all time. Fuck yeah!
I think GTA.
For you, GTA regime,
he's been waiting. He's been waiting patiently for us to start talking about Grand Theft Auto. Hang on, let me check. Are you
a he or she? I don't want to disrespect. Sorry.
Hang on, I'm looking. I'm looking up
Jeremy. Hell yeah, Jeremy.
Jeremy, you didn't
answer. I should have asked that before we started just assuming you were he.
Jeremy, you didn't answer. You didn't answer his question. Are you a he or a she?
No, she did. It's a Jeremy thing.
That doesn't answer the question.
Oh my god. But seriously, I remember playing GTA 1 on PlayStation 1. It had the overhead look to it. I enjoyed it then. I fell in love with it then. And then it just, as it progressed over the years, each game, it kind of changed the landscape of gaming. It's just outdone itself over and over and over. Yes.
Sorry. Did you he asshole?
You deserve that.
I did. That was good.
What a dick.
That was good, Jeremy. Oh my god, that was funny.
Oh.
Good stuff.
It's GTA has been it honestly has changed the game, the landscape for video gaming. In my opinion, it essentially put the idea of an open world design into the mainstream in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It kind of paved the way for big budget games to start exploring these huge open worlds because of the success of GTA. It paved the way for these games. I don't think the open world games would be where they are today without GTA.
GTA 3. While the other GTA, the top downs were fun. They are not what we're talking about. We are talking about GTA 3 and on.
Yeah.
The best-selling game of all time is Minecraft. Minecraft of all time with over 300 million copies as of 2023. Tetris is up there. GTA 5 is up there with over 100 million.
I think as of March of 2021, it was at 140 million.
It's actually
it's over 220 million.
So
gotta be
GTA 5 by itself has sold 150 million. Minecraft is 238. Now I'm assuming if you add in GTA 4, GTA San Andreas.
Here we go. Grand Theft Auto. No, from 1997. It was on PC, PlayStation 1, Game Boy Color. 3 million copies were sold. Grand Theft Auto 2, 2 million. GTA 3, 14.5 million. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, 17.5 million.
So
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, 21.5. Liberty City Stories was 11 million.
which
Grand
is
Theft Auto-
crazy because that was on PSP
Yeah, no, dude. It was on PS2 too.
eventually.
Yeah. Same thing with Vice City Stories. That was only 6 million.
That's crazy because Vice City Stories was really good.
I enjoyed it.
You played as you played as Lance Vance's brother.
GTA 4, 25 million.
Which is criminal because it was so good.
Chinatown Wars, 1.2 million.
It was like a callback to the original too.
Yeah, which I liked it. Episodes from Liberty City was 3 million. And as we know, GTA 5 has been the most successful out of the franchise, rightfully so. I'm sure it's well over 200 million copies sold. If as of March of 2021, it was 140 million. It's done well over that. And it's been going on since 2013. It's been holding its own for 11 years, going strong. They're constantly updating the online aspect of it, adding new shit constantly. It's great. And what I'm excited going into GTA 6 is the fact that they announced that the map is going to constantly be revolving over time too, which is
they did not announce that. That is a rumor.
That's a rumor.
They have not announced. They have
I
not
thought it was
announced.
confirmed, but either way, if that's true, that's fucking dope.
That would be absolutely incredible if that was true. I mean, we'll see the game when we see the game. So
I mean, we've had this conversation before. One of your fondest memories of video gaming is picking up a hooker and taking her to the alleyway.
Mm-hmm. And that was in real life. That wasn't even Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, Jesus. And then taking your money back and beating her with a bat.
No, yeah.
That episode we did, I haven't laughed that hard and cried in a long time.
I mean, we're gonna kind of go through each game a little bit and just kind of break it down. But like Grand Theft Auto 3 was like I was 15, I believe, when it came out, and I remember, and I mean, I think I got it on release day. I mean, it wasn't like I waited, and this is back when you had to read magazines to get your info for gaming. The internet was there, but I was,
yeah, man.
So I picked it up, and me and my buddy were playing it, and it was like, the prison break, and you're out, and then you go with 8 Ball and visit. I can't remember what's his name, and then he gives you something to do, and like I just remember I got into a car, and you pull out of that, in that back area. And I stopped the car. I stopped the car. There's a hooker walking down the street. I didn't know it was a hooker. I just stopped the car, and she gets in, and I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" And then the car starts, and I'm like, "No, Mike!" Me and my buddy like, "Oh my god, what the hell is this?" And then we get out of the car, and I don't know what made me do it, but I hit her with a baseball bat. And I kept hitting her, and then she died in the game, and I took and then the money icon popped up. I go, oh shit, I get my money back, great. And it was like it was like a couple extra bucks too. I was like, oh, this is.
And then a monster was born.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And I got put on an FBI watch list.
All the local pimps
they
sending out mass messages.
All the
hookers. Did you see this man? Run.
All the virtual pimps send messages out. You're gonna hear a kutch, and it's gonna be a ginger ale.
The bush.
A ginger ale. Oh. No, it really is a ginger ale too.
So, what are some of the things? What are some of your favorite things of Grand Theft Auto as a whole, like that changed the game. Like you
Well,
can say, you can maybe say like the radio stations.
The radio stations absolutely did, but I think what's funny is you don't find games that try to replicate that too much.
No,
You know, like there are some that try, but they just know that they're not on that level.
And if you sit there and listen to it, like even the talk show stations, like
the
shit's funny and it's good. Like the writing is phenomenal, man. Like the story is good. The
100%. But I don't know if there's even a game that could do better than GTA 3 did. Nonetheless, any of the subsequent games after that, in the series. I mean, it was perfect. And then you went to Vice City, and you're in the 80s, and that soundtrack was just absolutely off the wall, ridiculously good. When we did our top 5 soundtracks, that was my number one. That was it my no. It wasn't my number one. It was in there though. Number one was GoldenEye, but that pause music just forever good. But that was it. I know yours was San Andreas, but like Vice City is where you could own businesses, and that you started that in Vice City, and Vice City was really just a rip off of Scarface, but I loved it to death. Then you got to San Andreas, which was early '90s, and hip hop and Compton, and played as CJ, and that way you could lose weight and gain weight and get ripped or get fat or get real skinny, and the map was huge, and there was just even more stuff to do. The music was absolutely insanely good, and then then it finally moved to the next gen, which was the 360 and the PS3 with Grand Theft Auto 4. Played as Nico. And I think that is to me one of the most criminally underrated Grand Theft Autos. Like, you never hear people put GTA 4 up there, but GTA 4 100% deserves to be up there. Vice City Liberty City was just it was great. It was perfect. It was exactly what you thought it would be. I thought Nico as a character was good. I loved Jacob, being able to call Jacob and him bring weapons to you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna knock GTA 5 here in a minute for it, but for something. But then the DLCs for Grand Theft Auto 4 were some of the best DLCs for any game that I've played. It was not just Grand Theft Auto, but I mean The Lost and the Damned. And me and you've talked about this. That came out around the time. I think it was like the same year that Sons of Anarchy launched. So you had like people were into Sons of Anarchy, and The Lost and the Damned came out, and they added some awesome weapons. A great story where you played as Johnny, even though he got stomped out in GTA 5.
He did.
And then you had the Ballad of Gay Tony, another really good DLC, and again added a ton more weapons. I mean, it was just, and great story, and cars, and I mean, GTA 4 deserves all of the recognition in the world for being such a great game.
Did you play the definitive edition of GTA? Yeah. I have it.
GTA 4?
No, they released a definitive edition.
Oh, you're talking. The definitive. Yes, I have. Okay. I own every single one of them.
That a boy.
It's okay. It's a little different. I don't know how to explain it. Like, they didn't. They tried to make the graphics a little bit look better, and they kind of did. They smoothed out edges, but it just kind of made it
That's just like goofy. I just bought the Tomb Raider edition, the remaster, where it has 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
They really didn't do much of a difference. It's just they made them a little bit better, just like that. But overall, controls and everything is still. It's cool to relive the past like that.
But I mean, you're almost better off. I mean, you can't get them now. You were almost better off just getting the regular editions in a way, because I mean that's really, because it's just, I don't know. It's just, they're good, but there's something about if you've never played them before, you'd be like, okay, but like having played the old ones, it just looks weird to see because like they didn't redo the faces, they just made them smooth.
Yeah,
So it looks weird, but it's like they're still good games.
I agree. So I got what would you say? What GTA game had the biggest impact on pop culture?
Vice City.
Vice City.
I'm gonna say
Ooh,
I'm gonna say Vice City. Here's the reason why. Because three, I think, started to change the landscape of gaming. Because then you started seeing a lot of sandbox games starting to be developed right afterward. But Vice City took it to a whole new level. And it came out I think like 3 years after three did. So it wasn't a long time. Um, and that it just got such universal praise that as far as like pop culture went, and because it was in the 80s and they did the 80s so well. I mean, they really went, Scarface, that led into San Andreas, where they went to the early 90s and they did the same exact thing, but instead of the 80s, they did the early 90s. And so for me, three would be like Vice City culturally is kind of like, the one that probably did the most, because how many times have they said go back to Vice City, go back? I mean, basically after San Andreas, they were like go back to Vice City, and then they went and they did four, and they went to Liberty City, and then before five, go back to Vice City, go back to Vice City, and then they did San Andreas again, and you're like, oh, okay, well, the next one has got to be Vice City, and then finally six is going to be in Vice City.
I think San Andreas would be my pick for the biggest impact on pop culture. I think that was, and it's rightful. I mean, you're not wrong with Vice City too. I feel like they both kind of had a huge impact on pop
I
culture.
mean, you could make the argument that both are probably equally there. I pick Vice City because I think if Vice City doesn't succeed and doesn't improve on three, then there is no San Andreas.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, but I think that they were both done so well, and that it made that I mean, they both were just, and I think it's because, and like me and you, we talk about pop culture a lot of times. We talk about the '90s a whole lot because we grew up in the '90s and loved it. I grew up in the '80s a little more than you did. I remember a little bit of the '80s. I was born in '85, so excuse me. That's why I'm drinking ginger ale. Uh, Going back to the '80s was so much fun in Vice City, and kind of living out that Scarface fantasy in a way. And really, it kind of took you. It wasn't just Scarface. They took like Goodfellas, because you were an Italian. You were Tommy Vercetti. So like they took like mob movies and kind of threw it into that mixture of Scarface, and you had Lance Vance, who kind of reminded you of like Danny Glover a little bit from um,
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. Or you could even go. I'm sorry, I'd say more Axel Foley. From
It's fair too.
yeah. So there was just like this mix of everything in Vice City that just made it like pure '80s, and then you played San Andreas, and it was pure '90s. I mean, that '90s nostalgia was there from the very beginning, and the characters were so good. CJ was done so great, and the little cul-de-sac that where your house was perfect, and exactly what you would kind of think it would be. Being in Compton, um, it was those games are just. I don't know if we'll ever see something like that again. I think that GTA 5, I think they tried to in a way. I just don't think they hit the mark and really truly creating. I think that Franklin's part was probably the best of them, of the three characters.
Franklin, yeah.
But I think Franklin's part was, I think Michael's was the funniest. I thought Trevor was just over the top. I mean, obviously he was funny, but I think that they just made him crazy for the sake of crazy. Um, And like one of my knocks, and you know how I love. I'm a bit of a gun nut. You know this.
Yeah.
You're a little bit of a weapon guy. Doesn't matter. Could be bladed, could be guns. Doesn't matter. I hated the Franken weapons in GTA 5. Go back and play GTA 4, and they have the legit weapon, the legit name, what it actually looks like. I mean, it's perfect. Then you go and you play GTA 5, and it's just like they look so cartoony that they don't even look good. they just they almost look like cartoons.
Ain't that bad. Come on, bro.
Yes, they were.
No.
Go right now. Go and look at like
You know
type
what I'm
it.
doing, Drew? I'll do it. I'll do it later.
Yeah, do it
I'll
later.
most likely play again later.
Look at the weapon models, and you'd be like, "There's no way that is that." Well, technically, they both came out on Xbox 360 and PS3, though. If you think about it, that's kind of hard to believe that GTA 4 and GTA 5 both came out on the same system, because we've had GTA 5 for
13 years.
Yeah, 12, 13 years.
11 years. 11 years. Came out in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy, you still with us, brother? What is your favorite GTA game?
Yeah, I'm curious about that too. I gotta look something up.
I'm assuming you're a huge fan of 5, but like the past games, I'm curious what your favorite of the previous ones are. If you're still with us. And what are you looking forward to with GTA 6 the most?
I'm looking at the weapon models right now, and they are absolutely insane.
San Andreas, my boy. Yeah.
I don't like it, my man.
We don't give a shit what you like. Me and Jeremy are on the same page. San Andreas. It's just the story and everything, man. The bicycle, riding a bike. I think that's the first game they introduced the bicycle. Did they? I think so.
I thought there was a bicycle of San Andreas. I might be wrong on that.
There is a bicycle in San Andreas. That's what I'm saying. I think that's
I'm sorry. I'm at Vice City. I don't know if there's a bicycle. I know there's a motorcycle. I know there's motorcycles in San Andreas. Or sorry, in Vice City.
San Andreas is goated in my heart.
Vice City. I don't know. There's no GT that's not goated, in my opinion.
Not goated.
No, they're all goated.
Jeremy, what are you looking forward to the most in GTA 6? What are you hoping? What are you hoping for? I can't wait to see what the creative character looks like. For real.
Create a character for what?
GTA 6?
For
online mode?
Oh, well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, we haven't heard anything about that, so
I'm assuming they're going to have a GTA.
I have to assume.
Stupid not to.
Looking forward.
Yes,
to how
I am too.
Yeah. Are there? I mean, is it? And there have been rumors that it's not just Vice City. There's multiple areas, and there's an overarching state. So I think Vice City. I think Florida's. I think they're gonna call it like Leonida or something like that. Leonida. You think I'm kidding? I'm telling you. You think that I'm kidding?
Let's see here.
What does Rockstar call Florida?
I'm looking. I'm curious.
Rockstar Games calls Florida the fictional state of Leonida in the Grand Theft Auto universe. Leonida.
Told you.
What do you mean you told me? I told you, bitch.
I believe
it. Oh man, I mean, we've had one trailer. I mean, if we're being honest, we've had one trailer for We do, but that one trailer has been watched so many times, and I know I've probably contributed a couple hundred times because I look at it and I go, oh my god, like this game looks crazy already on a trailer that is going to, by the time the game comes out, will have been 2 years old.
Let's see. It came out 10 months ago. Yeah, it's been almost a year.
Yeah, so I mean, it's crazy.
215 million views.
Yep. I mean, it's crazy, but I think that there's one massive problem really when you're talking about the game, and that is Red Dead Redemption 2. GTA regime is just sticking with us this whole. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. I'm watching the trailer now on mute, and I'm just like, I'm soaking wet right now.
I mean, every time you watch it, you get. But I think that's kind of one of the biggest glaring problems that they're going to have is Red Dead 2, because Red Dead really set the bar so high. I mean, that was such an incredible game. Just the story was phenomenal.
You know
the
what's
missions
depressing?
were phenomenal. The amount of stuff you could go and do outside, you could literally lose yourself in the world and just be doing other things and completely forget about the main story for hours and hours. I mean, I think I went like 3 or 4 days. I mean, I literally had like 200 hours in that game, and there was times where there would be like 3 or 4 days where I play that game like 6 hours a day, and I wouldn't even touch the main story. I was just doing other stuff, and it was pretty early on in the game. It was like, like maybe 25-30% of the way through the story, I'm just like completely gone doing other stuff. I mean, it was unbelievable how good that game was.
You know what's depressing? The amount of copies it has sold.
What?
65 million.
That's a lot.
I mean, it is, but you compare that to GTA, it's just like
right. But you can't. But number one,
I guess my biggest gripe is
they didn't support online for Red Dead the way they supported online for GTA.
No, they don't. That's what I was about to say. My biggest gripe is that I wish Rockstar would have put a little more effort into building the online, because it's enjoyable. I still play Red Dead Online.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish they would do more with it. Like, it has the potential. It's such a great game.
You know what the one weird thing they did was, which I always wondered why. Did you ever notice that they put more weapons in the game at the end? Like,
they did.
Yeah. It was like a couple of pistols and I think a new rifle. I was like, oh.
I love all the hidden Easter eggs in that game too.
What's funny is if you actually go, you can go and you can look this up. For every single Grand Theft Auto game, there's weapons and cars and content that were left out of the game. But people were able to like check the files of the game, and you can see the icons for like weapons, and you can see some of the cars of the content that got cut. So that like every single Grand Theft Auto, you can see weapons that didn't make it. I think that's what happened with Red Dead. Is there was a couple weapons that got cut, and they were like, you know what? Why don't we just finish them up and throw them in there, as extra stuff?
I love that you go to a little corner store, you get the old Sears book, you open it up, bigger weapons to there. I like it.
It was funny. Me and my buddy had a YouTube channel many years ago, but it was right before Red Dead 2 was coming out, and I did this whole video on, because people were asking about how are they going to do weapons, and you're in the Old West, how you going to customize weapons? And I said like, oh, maybe like change barrel lengths, blue the barrels, and add engraving and stuff like that. And sure, like everything that I said like came true. Like I wanted to be like, oh, I'm an insider. That's how I knew. But it was literally just guessing, and I just hit the nail on the head with everything. It was crazy. But I mean, Red Dead was so good, and I think so. My expectations for GTA 6 are just absolutely sky high. I just think that I'm hoping it's good, and maybe that's a bad thing. A lot of times is like when you set your expectations that high, you
Yeah.
have a good chance of being disappointed. And that may have been a problem with me in GTA 5. Even though I loved it, I don't think it met my expectations. So that when Red Dead 2 came out, my expectations were lower. And then it just absolutely blew them out of the water.
Blew it out the water, bro.
Oh my god! I mean, Red Dead 2. I could never guess how good Red Dead Redemption 2 would have been. I mean, it was. I mean, one
I
of the
bought the
best games of all
remaster, the original, and it comes with the undead. I'm enjoying it too.
I would have loved if they would have done like a Undead Nightmare 2. That would have been so good for. They would have
I don't know
sold.
why they didn't, because that was a really popular thing with the first one. Like
Yeah, I don't know. I think they had to make a decision. Are we gonna support? We're gonna keep supporting GTA 5, which has so many more people playing it, or are we gonna try and switch over to Red Dead? And it just the people buying shark cars just never stopped. So.
yeah.
So Red Dead was like, okay, well, we gave you a great game, and we're just going to kind of cut off the online here. So, I mean, they still add stuff from time to time, but it's all stupid stuff that.
Do you see a next gen Red Dead Redemption coming
Oh my god!
in the future? A Red Dead 3.
You know what? I'm not even going to answer it. I'm not going to answer that question. Here's the reason. I think if you did, you would have to do a prequel. You would have to go to how you would have to go to how maybe the Van Allen gang came to be, how everyone came together, or at least the main characters. Like maybe you play as a young Dutch or something. I can't because I mean the game ends. The game ends kind of. The first Red Dead ends in, I can't remember what year it ends in, but it's the West is basically done with. It's starting to become industrialized. So I think you have to go further back. There's no Red Dead sequel. I think that you have to do another prequel.
Or just do a whole completely new story.
Or a whole completely new story. But I think, and which wouldn't be bad. But I think that I mean that could 100%
What's the
be done.
success of GTA 6 because they're having a female as the lead character? With GTA 6 having a female now as one of the main characters.
What about it?
I can see, depending on which we all know is going to be successful. GTA 6 is going to be insane. It's going to set records.
I think that
I can see a GTA. I can see a Red Dead 3 coming with a whole new story mode with a female as a main character as well.
I think here's the thing. I think Rockstar is smart enough to understand that you can have if you're going to do a female character, you still have to have a male character because there's too many.
You're going to have both.
There's too many people now that are going to bitch and moan about it. I don't care, but if I'm being honest, and we talked about this, I do. If I have the option of playing as a dude or a female, I usually end up playing as a male because I am a male. But I have no problem playing as a female. I love Horizon and The Last of Us and Part 2 and Part 1. I love Joel, but I like The Last of Us Part 2. Horizon Forbidden West, Stellar Blade, Tomb Raider. The list.
Warcraft. That's bad.
I mean the list just goes on and on of just phenomenal games with female protagonists. I'll give you one game that I absolutely hate with a female protagonist: the Final Fantasy 13s.
I haven't played them.
I know you never played a Final Fantasy in your life, but I think that you can have Lucia from GTA 6 be the main character, kind of in the way Franklin was. I mean Franklin was really the main character, but Jason is going to be, play the part of like the Michael and the Trevor, where they're still an integral part of the story. They still have their own story arc, and at the end of the game, you have to make a decision whether to stay alive or die or whatever, and you make that decision and you live with it. But as long as there's, I think that you can have both a male and a female, and it's going to be good. But I think they're doing it right in GTA 6. They're not You know, no one's gonna complain about Lucia because you can play as Jason, or if you if you're not going to play about Jason because you could play as Lucia, and you got that Bonnie and Clyde dynamic, which we've heard about, and
Yeah, which I'm
I
excited
think
about.
that that's such a cool premise to do. So I'm just everything about GTA 6 I'm looking forward to. I just hope that it can live up to the expectations that they set themselves with Red Dead Redemption 2.
My expectations aren't the same as everybody else. Now, at this day and age, I feel like everyone is so overly critical. There's going to be bugs as soon as we get it. Come launch day, there's going to be bugs. There's going to be some issues that they're going to iron out over time. And you're going to have those people online bitching and complaining. It's fucking trash, blah, 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 because everyone's so overly critical and just dissects every little fucking detail. And they expect a perfect game right off rip. No game is ever going to be perfect right off rip.
I mean, Red Dead 2 is about as close as it gets.
It pisses me off. That's why I don't even like bother reading critics anymore about games, because they're either paid to talk shit about it or they're just bitching to bitch. And I just don't read into it anymore.
I mean, true words were never spoken. Holy crap.
I would rather just buy the game. If that game sparks my interest, I will try it and be my own judge of it. I don't need somebody's opinion on it. Like, sure, I mean, I'll read some. Like, if something comes on sale, I'll read some comments on Twitter just to see what some people are thinking. But it doesn't, like, it's not going to steer me away from a game. I'm still going to try it for my own. I won't read any articles about any game, about a critic, like, come launch time, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, I feel like half of it's fabricated and fake. And plus, I already feel like everyone's just whiny and fucking bunch of pussies nowadays.
Well, that's how I mean,
every little thing. Just shut the fuck up and enjoy the game for what it is.
I mean, that's how I feel about people bitching about female characters. It's like, you know what? Okay, I can sympathize to a point where it's like, yes, a lot of games that they had male protagonists. There some games that feel like they're shoehorning females in, but it doesn't mean that they're bad games. You know, Gears of War. You played as Kate. It was still a great game. The Last of Us Part 1 was great as Joel, but The Last of Us Part 2 was still great as Ellie. The people, I hate when they complain about having a female lead. Like who cares if the game's good? Then what does it matter who like the ghost of what's the
Shima or whatever
the new one? Yeah, the sequel. You have a brand new female protagonist. That's like
people complain about that. Shocker.
Yeah, and the funny thing is like you remember in Ghost of Tsushima where Jen you would get into the hot baths,
and
people are like, "Oh, so you'd rather see Jen in the hot baths than the new female character?" And you're like, people they're like, "Well, I'm not going to answer that." But I mean, as long as the game's good, who cares? And I think GTA 6 is doing it right. They're going to. You have Lucia, you have Jason, you have this Bonnie and Clyde style dynamic, which is what supposedly it's going to be based around. And, they're portraying Florida as the crazy separate country that it actually is.
I will say actually
it's a whole other world down there, brother, man. I mean,
Florida's wild.
It's wild. I mean, it's like Tampa and Miami are like not even like they shouldn't even be in the same state. Then you got like Jacksonville's a whole nother thing. Orlando's every major city in there is just like a whole
Miami's its own beast.
Yeah, it's just they're their own universes. But Grand Theft Auto is just it's a cultural icon on its own, from the first ones from 1 and 2 in London on PlayStation to 3, which really changed the game, then going to Vice City and San Andreas, like you said, really just pop culture icons.
Yeah.
And then taking that next step with 4, 5 was what it was. The online is what made 5. I
mean, the story is great. Don't get me wrong.
The story was okay. I didn't hate it, but and then but like I said, for me, you have like GTA 5, right here, and then So, like 20 steps up is Red Dead Redemption 2. So GTA 6 has to go above and beyond that. And I don't and you asked me, you said, do I think there's gonna be a Red Dead 3? And I said, I don't know, because I don't know if I'll be alive by the time it comes out. I mean, realistically, it's been what? It's been it'll be 12 years between 5 and 6 for Grand Theft Auto. It might be I'll be 52, or I'll be 51 if it's still 12 years between GTA 6 and Red Dead 3.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 39. That's crazy, but I'm glad.
I'm 37.
I'm glad. I hope GTA Regime he's been with us for our first 2 episodes. I hope he liked. Last week he asked for us to talk about Grand Theft Auto, and we spent a good half hour, probably more, talking about GTA. So I hope he.
We appreciate you, Jamie.
I really hope you enjoyed what we did and agreed with us, and
keep on us along, man. We're trying to build this up. It's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get better, man.
But we got to get into. Jeremy's still with us, man. He's been with us almost pretty much the whole show. Loved every minute of it. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Jeremy.
We appreciate you more than you know.
For sure. We're gonna get into our top 5 horror games of all time. Now, I know you're a big horror. You're a big Halloween, big horror guy. If I'm being honest, I'm gonna be honest.
Not a horror,
huh?
I'm not a horror.
You're totally a horror. I don't want to hear it. You're a big, you like the scary stuff. I'm a big teddy bear, so I'm already listening to Christmas music. I'm watching Hallmarks with the wife, bitch.
I'm so sorry for you.
Oh my god. No, I love me some horror games though. So I think I got a good list. I have a.
You do an honorable mention?
No honorable mention. We don't do
no
that
honorable
no more.
mention. All right, we're getting rid of that.
You only get 5.
Okay, you can go first. Yeah.
So my number 5, and the only reason it's number 5 is because it was never an actual game, is PT. You ever play PT? It was the demo. It was in development. It was by Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro, the director, and they were trying to make this like wildly scary fucking game. And it was horrifying, but they only ever released the demo of it, and then Konami fired or got rid of Kojima. So obviously Del Toro wasn't part of it anymore, and it was just a demo, but it is one of the scariest things I ever played in my life. So it is number 5, and it is purely because, God, I got the hiccups, because it was never a full game. It was a demo, but it's one of the scariest things I ever played in my life.
All right, I'm gonna have to look that up.
You have to. Oh my God, and you can't even get the demo anymore.
Really?
Yeah. If you download the demo when it was out, you have it forever. But if you didn't, they took it down a long time ago.
That's trash.
Yeah, when we're done here, go watch it. You're gonna shit your pants. Seriously.
Number 5, just for what it is, and the add-on DLCs that they've added along the way. It's been going on for a long time. Dead by Daylight. It's been a fun game. I enjoy it from time to time.
I think it's a phenomenal game.
In that damn game.
Yeah, and they pretty much have taken all the horror movies and added those characters to that game. So it's a fun game, and and then being able, like you said, it's been out since 2016, and then them adding all the different horror movies and characters to it. I like it so much, in fact, that it's my number 4.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
I pretty much have all the DLC on that. I love Dead by Daylight.
It's good.
And it kind of like started the whole thing because pretty much now you got Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is basically the same thing. You had the Friday the 13th game that kind of followed its footsteps.
Right, but like they had Friday the 13th in Dead by Daylight. And wasn't Jason in it?
Michael Myers is in it.
Michael Myers. It's a Ghostface in it.
I don't think
too.
Jason's in it. Yeah, Ghostface is in it.
Ghostface
Freddy
is in it.
Krueger's in it.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a bunch more.
they even have Resident Evil's in it.
Resident, yeah,
Nemesis.
Yeah.
The Ring Bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My number 4 is Manhunt.
Ooh. By Rockstar.
Yeah. Bring that back. Give us a remaster.
I would. Let me ask you this: would you rather have a Manhunt 3? Because there was a Manhunt 2. Don't forget.
Yeah, no.
Would you rather have Manhunt 3 or Bully 3? Or sorry, or Bully 2?
Motherfucker. Give me a Bully 2.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Give me a Bully 2.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Well, this is such a good game.
My number
has some bangers, bro.
Who did?
Rockstar. Besides,
oh my god, yeah.
Red Dead Redemption.
I mean, honestly, the only 2 misses that I can think of from Rockstar, State of Emergency.
I had that game.
Yeah, well, so did I because it was the first game that Rockstar put out after Grand Theft Auto 3, and I thought it was going to be more of like a Grand Theft Auto style game, but it was just.
It was fun at first. It got stale super quick.
It was fun for 5 seconds, but it was a murder simulator. It was you with a Mac 10 or an AK standing at the top of an escalator, just mowing characters down, just mowing NPCs down. It was dumb. And the other miss was a game called Oni. It was on PS2. And it was, I don't know if it was like a dual collaboration, but it was Rockstar and Bungie made it.
Yeah.
Which was a really unique thing. But, I feel like that's a game that should be like, if you had a sealed copy, it should be worth $1 billion.
It probably is. That's why I fucking keep physical copies.
But my number 3, the first Dead Space. Not the new one.
That was mine 3.
Is it?
Yeah.
I remember I started that game up, and you're like slowly going through the ship, and then the door like opens, and it's stuck, and it just keeps opening and shutting. You're like, what the hell? I'm like, what the hell? Then you see like there's like a dead body there that's keeping the door open. For the rest of the game, I played it with my asshole puckered.
It's a fucking classic game, dude.
Oh yeah,
that's good shit. I mean, like, you don't like the new one?
I did. I like the new one, but I'm just saying
the original though. Like when it first came out,
time, because I kind of knew it's different when like we're going to talk about movies next week, and I'll give you an example. There's a movie that scared the living shit out of me when I was 4 years old. And it literally scarred me for life. I didn't sleep for 3 months after I saw it. And it's my number 1 horror movie of all time because I've gone back and watched it. But now it doesn't I'm older. It's a video game. They're not coming to get you.
Sure.
So it's different now. But when the first Dead Space came out, I mean, I was still in my 20s, but you didn't know what to expect out of it. I knew what to expect out, and then by the time Dead Space 3 came out, you were the hunter instead of the hunted. Like you were like crafting your own weapons, and it wasn't the same thing. But when they remade 1, I kind of knew what to expect going in, so it wasn't as scary to me.
I agree. Sorry. Yeah, that's my 3 as well. I'll just jump right into my 2. Resident Evil 4. I loved it.
Resident Evil 4 was as far as a video game goes, is about as good as it gets.
I love all the Resident Evil games, but
yeah,
4 holds a special place in my heart. Just like the setting, the creepy village. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucked. It's just fucked.
Yeah. My number 2 is actually Resident Evil 2.
Oh, that's an even good one too, dude.
And the reason is because in 4 was when we're talking about horror. Number one, Resident Evil 2, was on PlayStation 1 when it first came out, and to me was a little scarier because I was a little bit younger. I was I think I was like 12 or something when it came out, 11, 12, something like that. And you're running and you're trying to get away, and you know 4 for me was the first game where, yeah, it was scary, but I felt more powerful. I felt like I'm not just being hunted, I am also the hunter.
Yeah,
And that's kind of how I judge horror games is, do I feel like I'm being hunted, or do I feel like I'm the hunter? Or is there a mix of it in there? And I think 4 is that mix where it kind of started to turn with, like, you had 5 where, like, 5, 6, you felt like you were the hunter. In 5 and 6, you did not feel hunted at all. But 4 was that perfect balance of, you start the game and you're like, oh, okay, this is gonna be rough. And then as the game progresses, you get more and more better weapons and stuff, and then you're just popping heads off like crazy. But like you said, the setting, the story, the characters, just as a game, it was perfect. For 2, it was, pretty much very similar. I just thought it was a little scarier. I guess maybe because maybe because I was younger too. And I know we both have the same number 1. You want to say it at the same time?
that's it.
So 1, 2, 3. Silent Hill
Hill
2.
2.
I knew it. I knew we were gonna have the same number 1.
Oh, I fucking love Silent Hill, man. I cannot wait to play this new one. I'm so mad I went today and I wasn't able to grab it.
It fucks. It's good.
Pyramid Head, man. I want to get a tattoo of him so bad.
You should.
I plan on it. I already have a few horror characters. I gotta add on to it. I gotta find space, but Silent Hill 2, man.
I mean, that to me is like the ultimate horror game. Like they didn't make that game for any other reason than to scare the shit out of you.
It's so good.
And it worked. It was so good. And I think
I can't wait to play it. I was like watching clips and just like hearing the background noise of like just the creepy, like walking through the town, dude. It's so, I can't fucking wait. I'm so ready. I'm gonna lock myself in my room and turn the lights off and play that shit in the dark.
Yeah,
it's the way to do it.
But yeah, Silent Hill 2. I think as much as we talk about Grand Theft Auto and some other games that like culturally had an impact, I think Silent Hill 2 definitely had a huge cultural impact. I think because I don't know if there's been a game that really has had that scariness to it like Silent Hill 2 ever had.
Let's be honest. It pushed Resident Evil to step their game up.
Well, I think it's a different animal entirely. I think
it is, for sure.
Silent Hill 2 was a straight horror game.
Yeah.
Resident Evil, I think it became more action adventure horror. Like you could get away from Resident Evil. Like you could be scared, but then still feel like a badass. You never felt like a badass in Silent Hill 2. You just had shitty pants when you were done playing it.
Basically.
I knew we were gonna have some of the same ones, but once we got through the list, I'm like, Silent Hill 2 is gonna be both our number 1. You were waiting to. You thought I was gonna say something else.
I did. I was kind of surprised. I'm like, he ain't gonna say Silent Hill.
Oh my god! What did I was gonna say? Like Metal Gear Solid.
Wake. Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, but I don't consider Left 4 Dead a horror game.
Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Oh my god! Zombies Ate My Neighbors on Super Nintendo was dope.
It's so good, dude.
Ghoul
Patrol.
Slaughterhouse.
Yes.
Oh my god, that was great.
There's so many good games though, like Outlast, Amnesia. There's a lot, dude. There's so many good games. The Evil Within 1 and 2 were good ones. They're kind of like a Resident Evil. Like they try to throw a little bit of like Silent Hillish in there, but it's still good for what it is. It's good.
Yeah,
But
I agree 100%. I mean, there's so many good horror games. But it's about that time.
yes, sir. We want to
Um,
thank everyone that joined in. Jeremy, appreciate you, man. Hope you enjoyed it. My camera keeps falling the sack of turds.
It just keeps wanting to point downward. I don't know why.
We will be next week.
Check out Dean's OnlyFans next.
We will be back next week with a Halloween edition episode where we'll be breaking down top 5 Halloween candies and movies. And we're going to hopefully have some more news, but if not, we'll make something worth it. So make sure you tune in next week. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on the socials, the Neon Gamers Lounge on Twitter and Facebook. Like and follow. Help us build this up. We appreciate everyone that's joined in with us. And yeah. It's been fun. Another fun episode. I can't wait to keep doing this, man.
It's, you know what? I love it. Every week, I love it. I mean, I look forward to it. You know, whether there's news or whether there's not, we always find something to talk about, laugh, have a good time.
Oh yeah, that's what it's all about, man.
That's what the Neon Gamers Lounge is all about. That's what we do. That's what we do here.
Come join us. Let your hair down. Have some fun.
Yeah.
Uncensored. Be yourself. No judgments. Judgment-free zone. Let's just laugh, have fun, and talk about what we love.
live, laugh, love from Dean Samples.
Live, laugh, and love, bitches.
Man. But as always, I'm Joey Schneider. That's
Dean Samples.
This is the Neon Gamers Lounge. Thanks a lot, guys.
Peace.